What's good, Chaotic Nation? It's your boy Chaos here. Welcome to a little episode that we're going to be doing today to help you guys make Pokemon for the next part of the Generation Nuzlocke Challenge. As you guys know, we're doing the Generation Nuzlocke Challenge here on the channel, starting with Red 721. We did Heart Gold, we did Emerald, and now we're getting ready for Platinum. But you may still notice that we're in the middle of Emerald. But it's not too early for me to start asking you for help, because we're going to do something special with Generation 4, and that is we're going to do an egg lock. I don't think I've ever done an egg lock in Generation 4, so it's really important that you guys are helpful for this series and make your own Pokemon. So I want to teach you how to make Pokemon and how you can send me Pokemon to use for this series. So we are going to start off by looking at the screen over here on the left side of the screen. That is the Pokemon generator, or Pokegen, as you can call it. You can download a link to Pokegen. I'll put a link in this video, so you guys can join and get me your own egg that you can add into the game, and you can do whatever you want with. So first things first, let's show you how to do one. I've already done an egg, so I can view the data here. It shows you that it's a Abomasnow called Big Man, it's adamant, it's shiny, it's got all these other things in it. So we're going to show you how to make a Pokemon, and we're going to start from there. So we're going to take a random Pokemon. I'm going to go with like Relicanth, or Remoraid rather. So we're going to go Remoraid. We're going to call it Rayman. This is like a Rayman, it's like a ray gun. If you click this box here, it will show it as a nickname, which is really good. So make sure you click that box. This PID number is not actually supposed to be here, so you want to click this box, make sure it's there. No experience, level 1. You can change its nature, pick any nature you want. If you hover over this tab, it will tell you what natures are, so you can just have to hover over it. There's a little pop-up window that shows you different natures, so you can give it whatever nature you want. Maybe I want to make it calm, which I believe is special defense over attack, so maybe a little bit more invested. You can give it a held item if you want. You can throw in a Master Ball if you want to guarantee an encounter. You can throw in something else that you want to see me use. Maybe you want to give it an Eviolite, which I would love you for, so please do that. You can choose any ability you want that is available in Generation 4 Platinum, so make sure you check your abilities available. For instance, this one, I'm going to give it Rough Skin. I'm going to give it the ability of Garchomp, and I'm going to let it just keep its ability. We're going to make sure it's US, UK, and Australian, so that way it's English. We make sure it's Platinum. You can choose if it's male or female down here. You have to choose one of those options, whichever one works for you. I'm going to choose male because it's Rayman. And then make sure you click this box here. This box is very important, the one that says egg. If you don't click the egg box, I do not get an egg, which is very important. I need to have an egg when I'm doing this, so make sure you click the egg box. You can choose down here if you want it shiny or not. I'll show you more. So for those of you who want to make a shiny Pokemon, I will show you. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. For those of you who don't want to make a shiny Pokemon, you just don't click this box. That's all you do. You just don't click the box, so you're fine. All right, everything else, it should be fine. So once you give it all those stats, let's move over to the next tab, which is Met. Met, make sure we have the right information here. Sometimes it might say black and white. That's okay. The game doesn't really matter as much. But if you can choose Platinum or Diamond and Pearl, please feel free to do that. You choose what kind of ball you want to put it in. So let's see, Remoraid Shiny is like a purplish thing. It's probably going to look good in a Master Ball, so let's put it in a Master Ball. We make sure it's level 1. We don't care about the date, doesn't matter. You can choose whatever you want for these. Usually I like to choose Tall Grass, that way it makes sure it's there. And also you got to make sure this As Egg button is clicked as well, because that will change these locations in the game. So this stuff, like locations and stuff like that, doesn't really matter as much. It will change as it's updated as I hatch it in the game, so that's really cool. So please feel free to add, just click the As Egg, that'd be great. Stats, you can go down here and do your own stats. So if you have a specific IV spread you want to give it, you can choose that. I like to do randomized IVs, so in this case we have max HP, we have almost max HP, pretty good at everything else but attack, which is fine. I would do not randomize your EVs. I want to make sure that none of these are randomized, because that automatically maxes out the EVs, and we don't want max EVs because we're going to get EVs as part of training and leveling up. So don't change anything else in any other category, just change the IVs that you want to do. You can change contest stats, although I'm not going to do contests, so that doesn't really matter too much. If you want to try for a specific hidden power, you can randomize for hidden power, so it will show you what hidden power it is here based on the value. So like we got fire, we got ghost. If I want hidden power grass, I can have hidden power grass. You move over to attacks. You can choose any attack that's available in this game. So if I want to give this thing Octozooka frame 1, sure. I want to give this thing Blizzard frame 1. All right. If I want to take advantage of hidden power, I can go ahead and put hidden power on this Pokemon. And let's just say protect, just because I want to give it. I want to make sure I can live a hit. So you can give whatever moveset you want. Just know that I will be changing that based on what I get level up wise. So if you give me a really bad moveset, I might be able to deal with it. But feel free to put whatever you want on here. Feel free to put no moves. Just make sure you at least have one. Don't put no moves. Put one move. At least one move. That way I guarantee that I can actually use a move on this Pokemon. Regardless, I'm going to be leveling them up to where the team is anyway when I decide to use them. So it may or may not have an impact on what you're going to be doing. Just keep in mind, for anything that's a base Pokemon, I'm going to be randomizing every ability because I don't know what you guys are going to give me, so I don't know what the game's going to give me either. So I'm going to randomize everyone's Pokemon ability, so your evolutionary ability will not track, which is really cool. So make sure that if you want to create something that's going to stay and keep its ability, like you want to give me a slow start Regigigas, you can put that in the game and put it in there. But if it's Pokemon like Remoraid here that has an evolution, you can give it whatever ability you want. Just know it might change as it evolves. We'll see about that. OT and Mystic, you don't have to touch anything here. If you want to make sure it's a shiny, you can generate a shiny ID. So that is an option. You can do any markers or ribbons and stuff, although that's not really that important. So once you have all that stuff done, once you have all your attacks, your stats, your met and conditions, you want to come back here to the main page and go to this thing that says PID number. There's a little F here. You want to F because this is going to find the PID. This will open a new window. Now, if I can show you, it's going to open you this PID window, right? So this new PID window will show you everything. So if you're looking for a shiny, you need to click this shiny box. So you can do 3 different things. If you're not looking for a shiny, you can leave it unchecked. If you check it and have the check mark in it, it will guarantee that it will find a shiny ID. If you click it as a square, it may or may not give you a shiny ID. Most of the time, this usually doesn't give you a shiny ID because the shiny ID is so hard to find. So if you want to give me a shiny at Pokemon, make sure you click the check mark there. It should automatically generate your stats, so it will show you your hidden power. If you want to make sure you get hidden power, you can choose the hidden power here and do the same thing as well. It shows you the species, it shows you the nature, it shows you the gender. If you want a specific ability, like I know mine's 1, I'm going to click give me ability 1. That's probably not going to matter too much. And I will have a file that has all of the eggs in it, so if something messes up, I can go back and regen it in to the game, so we won't have to worry about that using the same system, so which is really, really, really cool. All right, and then once you have all that set, you hit the search key down here in the bottom left. It'll show you. So it goes really fast if you're not doing a shiny. If you're doing a shiny, it takes a little bit of time because you see it's checking a lot of different like random things that'll pop up to see if once it gives you a nature. And once it gives you an ID. So it's really looking for that ID for the shiny. Again, if you're not using a shiny, this should pop up pretty instantly. There we go. We finally got a shiny ID. We see that it's male. We see that it is calm. We see that it has its first ability. We see that it's shiny. And we see that it's PID. So once you see all this stuff, you want to click on it and click OK. That ID number should pop up here. And then you have... Oh, sorry. That ID number should pop up again in your PID field here. So then you have everything there. You can check it once again to make sure everything's correct. Remember, if you change anything, you need to redo that PID number. That PID number is the last thing you want to do, because if you don't do it last, it will mess up. So once you have all that set, you come into a box or into any empty space. You see that I already have a Pokemon. So you want to click on the space. You click and there's a little tab that pops up. That'll show you. It'll give you options of view data, set, send to, delete, select all, deselect all, delete all. You want to go down and click on set. It should be the second option on your screen. You click set, that egg will then appear on the screen. And so once you have that egg there, that's really nice and really helpful for me. So you can go back and check it to make sure everything's fine. So I did an Abomasnow earlier, so I can view the data. We got Abomasnow, his name is Big Man. Make sure you check that box, by the way. It has no held item, it's adamant, it's got chlorophyll. So I did all that stuff, make sure it's there. We can go back and we can view the data of our Remoraid that we made. This is the Remoraid, this is this one. You see everything that we have is on the set still. Then what you want to do is there's a file up at the top left corner, above the main system. So you see where main is. If you go up, there's a little tab that's above it, it says file. You click file, you click save Pokemon from tabs. It'll open you your desktop files, which obviously you can't see. And then I want you to save that file. You can nickname the file. I want you to nickname the file after what the Pokemon's name is. So for instance, this is Rayman. I would say I would type in the file name Rayman, and then I would hit save. And when I click save, I will save it, and then I will have that file there, which means I can then go up to the file tab, click open. I can open the Rayman file. I can get another egg, and then I just do the same thing where I set it. So these eggs are exactly identical. I'll show you the difference by opening the Abomasnow again. So this is our first Remoraid here. We open that data, that's everything we put into it, right? All right, I'm gonna click on this one just to get it cleaned out so you can see it, and then we're gonna try this one. And I'm gonna show you that it's the exact same Pokemon. So once you do that, you send me that file. I will have a link in the description down below where you can send the eggs. So please send those eggs there. If you do not want to get PokeGen and you want to still send in all these things, just make sure you watch this video back and implement everything I ask for. So give me the species, give me a nickname, give me a held item, nature, an ability that you want to see, and I can generate it for you. I don't like to do that because then I know what I'm going to be getting. So please don't do that. If you can, if you just want to get the app, it's absolutely free. You just have to download it and do it. But I understand if you can't download the software for whatever reason, you can just let me know all these things. If you have anything specific, otherwise I'll just do it random. Like if you just want to tell me I want you to have a Chikorita in the game, like just I want a Chikorita, I don't care anything else about it. I will put everything random on it. Probably not give it a held item and those kinds of things, but I will do everything else random and give you that. So really the basic things I need is the Pokemon, a nickname for that Pokemon, your nature that you want the Pokemon, and then your ability. Everything else I can randomize and do whatever with. If you want to give anything else special, you just have to let me know, but I just need your name. I need the Pokemon, I need the nickname, I need the nature, and I need the ability. Everything else is up for you to decide to add or not add. It's your choice. So please feel free to be as creative as you want with it. Feel free to be as difficult as you want with it. Feel free to give me huge power Pokemon, feel free to give me stall Pokemon or klutz Pokemon or slow start Pokemon. Whatever you want to do, it's your Pokemon that you get to submit to me, so please feel free to do so. I will usually only want one egg per user, but feel free to send me a bunch and I will take a look at them and put them in randomly, so that way we get hopefully a chance for everybody's egg to be a part of the series. That's the point. I'd love to see all your eggs get into this video, and probably at the end of this series I will do a little special, okay, what's the rest of the Pokemon look like, what are we gonna get, kind of thing. So if we don't use your egg, we still will hatch it and we still will see what it looks like. So that's really important. I messed up on one crucial thing, and that is when you get to the happiness meter. This is the last thing, so make sure you do this. It's very important. I will also make sure it does this when I set the Pokemon in, but if you could remember to set the happiness to 255, which is max happiness, that way I get the egg and I can hatch it in one step. That way I don't have to sit here for like 20 minutes in the middle of an episode running back and forth trying to hatch an egg. But all right, well, that should be everything you need to make your own Pokemon and to generate your Pokemon from me. Again, if you don't want to use Pokemon Generator or PokeGen, I understand. Feel free just to give me your name. Just give me the Pokemon, the nickname, the nature, and the ability. Everything else I'll randomize if you don't want to randomize it. But you can be, again, as creative or as just basic as you want to be. You know, you could be just like, I want to see you use a Magikarp. All right, cool. Just do all the Magikarp stuff. So the series will be coming out as soon as the Emerald chest lock is done, so don't worry about that. We'll have a little bit more time, so don't you worry about seeing the series it'll get here eventually. I just need to do some precursory work so that way we have the series ready when we get to it. So make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss this series, and go check out the other stuff. There's been like a little promo wheel going on over here, so check out those series. We're currently doing the Chest Lock and Emerald, and we have Best Team Scarlet and Violet here on the channel streaming on Monday, so please go check that out. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully some of you already know how to do this. So feel free, if you have any other questions, to ask me in the comment section down below. And remember that you don't know when the series is going to start if you're not following me on Twitch, so follow me on Twitch as well. You can kind of gauge where we're at in Emerald. At this point in time, we probably are most of the way through the game, so I really need you to start putting those eggs in there fast. I hope to get a bunch this weekend, and we will start setting up. If not, then I'm going to generate a bunch of random eggs that I probably will not like, so that'll be great. I appreciate you guys doing this. I will put it out on everything, so please make sure you are checking on your social medias. I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, and I have another YouTube channel, Invisible Corporations, where I'm doing some other stuff that's not Pokemon related, but you can definitely go check that out. Appreciate you guys hanging out, watching this video all the way through. I will see you next time. Make sure you like, subscribe, join the channel if you want to be a part of the community and support me financially, and I will see you next time. Till then, my name is Chaos. I'm signing off. Stay safe, and as always, burn it up.